Level 316. Flood Madness. Survival Difficulty, Class 2E. Environmental Unsafe. Stable. Non-entity hazards. Description. Level 316 is in the form of a large seemingly endless maze reminiscent of a hotel. This level completely flooded up to waist level, making it hard to navigate in. Every hallway is nearly the same, containing ceiling lights, hotel rooms, and a few paintings that are at levels of the backrooms or historical figures. Stairs and elevators are blocked off by wooden boards that are somehow unbreakable. Nevertheless, traversing through this level is also slightly hazardous. Pipes can be seen sticking out of the walls, and almost all of them are leaking gas. While traversing this level, the smell of rain and river water is always present, no matter if you're in a flooded section or not. The water is black in color, and when consumed will result in high levels of dehydration, vomiting, and eventual death. The water can also rarely get so strong it can create waves as tall as 3 ft. There is also a rare chance of one of the ceiling lights falling from the ceiling, which could become an electrical hazard. A total of 158 hotel rooms have been found in this level. Almost every room is the same, containing a kitchen, bathroom, and bedroom, but most of every room has been damaged due to flooding, so most of the room would just look like a complete mess. While exploring this level, you can sometimes find almond water in the hallways or rooms floating around in the water. The only downside to this is that some of the flood water has leaked into most of the bottles, and it's nearly impossible to tell if a bottle is infected with the water or not. The pool room. The pool room is one of the two dry sections of this level. It can be found at least half a mile into the level. The pool room, as its name suggests, is a room that contains an inch-ground swimming pool. Surprisingly, there is little to no swimming equipment in this room other than a few lounge chairs. There are two glass doors that look like they lead outdoors, but cannot be opened and are unbreakable. The pool itself has special but dangerous properties. At first the water is warm and usually safe to swim in, but after a few minutes, the water will slowly increase in temperature until it eventually burns you alive. Another strange thing that occurs within the pool is in the 7 ft section. Wanderers have reported that within this section they slowly start to sink due to some unknown pressure. Nobody really knows what happens to the bodies of wanderers that have fallen victim to the pool, but it might have something to do with the fact that people have reported seeing corpses floating in the 7 ft section but seem to disappear if one were to blink or look away. The basement. The basement is the second dry section of this level. It can be found by finding an unblocked staircase 1 mile into the level. The basement is one of the most mysterious parts of this level. All attempts at taking photos of the basement have failed due to corruption, so the only descriptions we can get of the basement are from wanderers. Many have described the basement as large but empty, grey, and desolate, other than a few pipes and boilers here and there. They have also described they feel a great sense of fear while traversing far into the basement and often see shadowy figures in the corner of their eyes that disappear once looked at. The sound of water slushing is seemingly always present but seems to soften as you go farther and farther down. The basement goes down an estimated distance of 3 miles. Those who have traveled to the end have found two things: an exit door and a trapdoor. While the exit door just sends one back to the beginning of the level, the trapdoor is much more mysterious. It is somehow incapable of being opened, and those who have gotten too close to it started to hear the sounds of loud pounding, insinuating there are people possibly trapped within. This has not been thoroughly investigated though. Entities. The only real beings reported in this level are the shadowy figures, and the corpses floating in the water that also been reported to give off an odor reported as rotten and pungent. Colonies and outposts. Due to the nature of this level, colonies and outposts are unable to be established. Entrances and exits. Entrances. Breaking one of the boilers in level 5 will end you up in this level. Finding a pool with black water and swimming into it in level 399 may end one up here. Exits. Finding a whirlpool and swimming into it will end you up in level 399.1's aquathobic waterways. No clipping into the very bottom of the pool will end you up in level 37. No clipping through a mono yellow wall within the holes will end you up in either level 0 or level 0.8.